coming at you with a Manaphy Yanmega Hyper Aggro / combo deck, depending on how you look at it today. The basic setup this deck is looking to do is relatively straightforward. You activate Manaphy on your first attack, putting an energy on Yanma plus any other basic Pokemon on your bench. And then on your second turn, you retreat the Manaphy to the Yanma, you evolve to Yanmega, you attach your second energy, and then you dawn your third energy up to it and start blasting for 120 on the second turn. In many games of Pokemon Pocket, simply cracking for 120 two more times after that cleans the game up very quickly. Yanmega's grass typing also means that you clear things like Weavile EX and Darkrai EX that are common threats in the metagame in one go as well. This deck isn't fully a one-trick though. You also have a copy of Palkia to be powering up with your Manaphy, as well as Lumineons for the matchups where your opponent is either hiding behind a Druddigon and you want to start poking them down proactively, or they're playing something bigger like a Gallade or a Charizard that you want to soften up to get it inside of Yanmega range. The games I played with this deck were from a tournament and they were really awesome. A ton of really complex and interesting decisions and neat sequencing. I hope you have at least half as much fun watching them as I did playing them. If you do, smash that button. For the rest of the day, enjoy. Manaphy start with first energy advantage is good, assuming we can find some basics. We'll have 3 draws here. Have you dabbled in paper Pokemon or TCG Live? I streamed a bit of the Pokemon client that existed before TCG Live, but never any TCG Live. There's no content metrics for the regular Pokemon game, and making content is how I feed my kids, so. If we hit the Yanma, this is our cracked opener, but we need to hit the basic here. Oh, man. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, I needed Yanma plus another basic. Or I need my X speed. If we top deck X speed, I can attack with Yanmega next turn. They are missing Greninja this time at least, though, so we've got that going for us. Unfortunately, if I brick this first tournament, I have a hard out today at like 4:30, so I can't play a noon tournament. I think I want to prioritize trying to hit a Palkia or a Finneon here. Okay, nice. So we do this. Nice, we have all the options, so let's do this. Let's do this, question mark. I think it's Palkia. So this forces Darkrai to the front of the class. And then we threaten to clear it right away. They've already played 1 copy of Leaf, so they would need another Leaf plus a basic. Is there any reason to play Lumineon out here? I don't think I need to show that to them. If they don't have Leaf here, they're probably dead. They need second Leaf. They have second Leaf. Okay. Okay, so now we pivot to this. Although, no, they don't have any more copies of Leaf, yeah? So it's gonna take them 2 turns to get this out because they're through both their copies of Leaf. And at that point, I think we're done. Because they had to reposition to not to die. And now this means they're just dead anyways. I need to charge this up so that way when they switch this and Cyrus this up and kill it. Well, they can't Cyrus this and kill it next turn. Because they have to put the energy here, meaning they can't do 100 here. Yeah, we're done. They're checkmated. I think Lumineon and Honchkrow are really good ways to attack this metagame. So they're technically not dead on board the way I attach my energy, but I have Dawn in hand, so they are dead. And they know we have 2 copies of Dawns. They probably could have assumed we had that based on my line. We have first energy advantage. Should I get Manaphy and a bench Pokemon? That's Manaphy and a bench Pokemon. Lovely. Ideally, we get another bench Pokemon in our draws here. So one of the things you'll note about this deck is playing 7 basic Pokemon. Because it's really important in the games where we have Manaphy that we have 2 to start with when we Oceanic Gift. This is the start. If we kill Darkrai next turn if it's in the active spot. This is what this deck wants to do. So we retreat to Yanma, evolve to Yanmega, Dawn this energy up, crack them for 120. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. What sweet justice after that song and dance. We're just done. This is why we built this deck. And obviously you're not gonna do this every game, but I think getting some amount of free wins from being able to do this is probably pretty powerful. This was a clinic game 2 into this one of how you want this matchup to go. Good night, my sweet prince. Actually just how we drew it up. Cyrus technically lets them live for a turn because I can't retreat this and put an energy on here, but we're done. Yeah, see, now they have lots of time to get back to play their other tournament. Whew, man. And this is why, you know, people were talking about, why I was trying to push back on people being silly about Darkrai being tier 0 or the metagames decided, like, there are tools in this game to give you counterplay into these decks. We are playing against Rampardos, Lucario Hitmonchan. They have 1 Cyrus, 1 Sabrina, and then 2 Communication as their utility cards. Us both missing first energy advantage and starting on Palkia is probably our worst possible. Our deck definitely loves first energy advantage, and this is not our ideal opener. I have our 1 copy of X Speed, which can kind of fix this sometimes. I think I chill on this. I don't want the Sabrina it up and then clear it in 1 shot. Yeah, if we'd have had first energy advantage, the Palkia opener's less bags, we obviously get to start cracking them right away, but the fact that it's both not an ideal basic, not an ideal start, and we're missing first energy advantage is rough. This is our ideal opener all the time, but it's extra good when we're missing the energy advantage, because then we can actually, you know, catch back up, basically. Yeah, our opponent has 1 copy of Cyrus, so once they put damage on this Palkia, it's kind of, we're in danger. So do I keep smacking, or do I pivot to the Manaphy? I think I'm inclined to pivot to the Manaphy. Without Lucario, or without Riolu, they can't threaten to kill this next turn, so I'm gonna get 1 to 2 pops off of it. And if I top deck Yanmega next turn, I can start blasting for 120 thanks to this copy of Dawn. Which, until they get the Rampardo set up, everything in their deck dies in 1 to a 120 shot. They could have been sitting on that Communication, but they could have also top decked it for the turn. Really need to draw Yanmega. The inverse is also true, though. I think we're cooked. I think my opener was just too clunky, and then we didn't draw the Yanmega. I think I had a window to draw the Yanmega and be okay here, but I think just too many things piled up. We missed the Yanmega. They had first energy advantage. We had to open on Palkia. Well, that's incredible for us. So I'm gonna put up Finian because it kind of lets me wait to make my decision, because Lumineon lets me retreat for free. All right, 2 shots at Yanmega, huh? That's another shot at Yanmega. What, there's 2 Yanmegas, a Yanma, and a Finian in my deck, and a Manaphy, so we're like 40% here. Oh, it's so unlucky. What do we think about taking this knockout with this? And then they kill it with the Lucario, and then we can still top deck Yanmega next turn. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Oh, I can keep this too, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So this takes this knockout, and then Lucario Lucario can't clear the Finian. And we're a little bit less than 1 in 3 to draw Yanmega next turn. Whoa. That's their only Cyrus. That, well, now we win the game, yeah? We finally hit. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn, this is one of the reasons why we only have 1 X speed in the deck, because Dawn just, like, does an X speed impersonation in some amount of our games. Yeah, I think they use their Sabrina and their Cyrus way too aggressively here. And they're just checkmated here. They have no more Sabrina or Cyrus to tempo us, and none of their stuff survives an Air Slash. That was a sweet game. Like, I think our opponent, like I said, was a little inefficient with their Sabrina and their Cyrus. They gave us a lot of freedom to maneuver around by playing those out when they did. First energy advantage. Can I have a mana fee? Oh, baby. All right, so we know they don't have red card, and we know they have a Sabrina. So I'm not playing out these basics, because if I play out these basics, they could tempo my mana fee with Sabrina. And they can't clear my mana fee on the first go. If we draw Yanmega, this is the nuts draw. This is Oceanic Gift into turn 2, start blasting with Yanmega with the Dawn. So we've got 2 draws at that. Palkio is the best draw possible there. Two Yanmega. Now, notable that we need to draw the Yanmega organically here. We could not research into Yanmega and still Dawn onto it. So we're only 1 in 6, a little bit less to have our best possible here. Cape is our best non-Yanmega draw. Should we have held the Finian for a communication? Maybe? But alternatively, we could just draw it, yeah? That sounds nice. Do I need to X speed here? Yeah, I should keep the extra energy. We have fully assembled Exodia. They need out of their basic here or they're dead. No, no copies of Giovanni in our opponent's deck. And we're just taking our Air Slash here. They want to attack with this next turn, these trade. Obviously, they could... No, actually, I was going to say they could retreat this and put something else up, but they actually don't have any X-Speeds or Leaf in their deck. So they can't retreat this and attack with something else. I actually can't put the Manaphy up after they take this knockout, because if I put the Manaphy up, Lucario lets this Hitmonchan clear it for their last point. Lumineon potentially ends it. Maybe. I actually don't know how this works. I think we choose simultaneously, but they might get to see what I put up beforehand. I actually don't know. Now it's going to take me a couple of turns, but I believe this is checkmate. They haven't played Sabrina or Cyrus yet, yeah? Am I supposed to put Cape on something? I don't think so, because they can't kill Phidian because they're not a Giovanni deck. I guess they could clear it over 2 turns, though. So they're not dead to Lumineon next turn is noteworthy. Okay, that's the game. Sabrina means we win. Sabrina with no evolution on the Skull Fossil means we win. And this was just probably they're out to try and play for it, but you get to clean them up here. This deck has generated some sick games of Pokemon Pocket so far. 2-0. 2-0 start in our tournament, beating Darkrai and now Rampardos. We are playing against a little bit of a blast from the past, an updated take on Greninja Druddigon. They are notably playing Kangaskhan as their 3rd Pokemon line, and they have 2 copies of Rocky Helmet. If they open Kangamama, that's pretty scary on our Manaphy. They could win the game on the spot if we don't top deck a basic here. They have Fire and Water Energy to be able to attack with their Druddigon on occasion. This was probably the best draw in our deck. Hopefully it finds us a couple of basics here. Our opponent has 2 Cyrus, 1 Leaf, 1 Communication, 2 Rocky Helmet. No Sabrina is noteworthy, so I can play this out and not worry about being tempoed off it. And then we're really hoping to just hit any other basic next turn, which is one of the reasons why we're playing 7 basics in this deck, because you really need 3 to start to get Manaphy revved up. Notable that our opponent's deck doesn't have any X speeds and only has 1 copy of Leaf, so they don't have a ton of maneuverability, which hopefully makes our Lumineon kind of potent in their set. So we know they're not attacking with Kangaskhan this turn, for example. Any basic. Any basic. Lovely. This flop here means even if I put the cape on, high roll, Kangaskhan still gets us, so we'll just go ahead and do this. We get to start blasting next turn with Yanmega. So we're not going to research because I'm going to Dawn. For those just joining us, this start is what this deck is built around doing. We Manaphy onto the Yanmega. We put this up, we Dawn, and then we just get to start trucking for 120 points of damage every turn for the rest of the game. We played Garchomp in a tournament yesterday, and we had an opponent luck into their Yanmega early, 2 games in a row, and it was like, man, we could just never beat that, huh? And I was like, what if we built a deck to just do Yanmega things ASAP every game? What would that look like? And this was born, so it would be enough. They need double Rocky Helmet, though, right? They need a helmet this turn and a helmet next turn. That would put me to 80, and even with my cape, I would trade when I clear the Greninja. Isn't Dialga faster than Manaphy for Yanmega? Please explain the line that lets Yanmega attack on turn 2 with Dialga, which also can't attack till turn 2. I'll wait. You could snipe their bench, sure, or I could just attack twice more and they die. I already used the X speed. This means if they draw Rocky Helmet, we draw, yeah? They'll Cyrus. They only do 80 next turn, chat. We're not dead to Cyrus. They have no points here. Rocky Helmet gets them across the finish line, though. No, wait, does it? Because they need to kill this, right? No, Rocky Helmet doesn't do it either. It doesn't, because they need to clear this. Yeah, they're just dead. We're just dancing. It's gonna take us a minute. The opponent's making it so we don't win the game right away, but the game is done. This is checkmate. It's just checkmate in 3 instead of checkmate in 1. All right, for those of you that haven't watched a tournament round before, they are best of 3, so we are up a game, but we're not done yet. Gotta win 1 more here. First energy advantage is a big deal. We didn't have that in the last game. Manaphy opener. We need this Pokeball to not be our second Manaphy, and then we're in a really pretty solid spot. Yanmega, or Palkia are the things we're looking for here. Spike Quillen, thank you for that brand new tier 1, helping keep us above our full-time sub goal. And Sephiroth, thank you for the 21. Folks along for our transition into Pocket. Appreciate it, old timers. The Kangaskhan high roll is very scary here. Although second Manaphy makes it a little less scary. I think I'm supposed to do this. Makes me a little sad if I draw Palkia, but... putting this out is good if they hit double heads here. Kangaskhan's definitely their best opener. Drudagon is their worst opener. Fast Greninja is very good for them if we don't have fast Yanmega. You know, playing this out might be wrong because they could chase it down with a Cyrus. Yeah, I think stewing on it more playing this out was wrong for a couple of reasons. Hopefully our Manaphy lives a turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That could be the whole game. Almost messed that up. I need to evolve the Yanmega this turn because they could Greninja Cyrus to clear the Yanma otherwise. We're going to be in trouble to Greninja Cyrus either way, I think. It's funny, I thought Manaphy could only add energy to water Pokemon because the other game mechanics were restricted like that. Yes, Dialga and Manaphy broke the previous templating of could only add to certain colors. Not Maggot, thank you for the 1.5 years. Welcome back. Maybe if they hit 2 tails here, we have a shot. If they hit 2 tails, we might have a shot. Unlucky. So dead to Cyrus at any point here, basically. They have two of those. Yeah, there's only 8 cards in their deck. I need both the Cyrus to be buried here for Yanmega to clip through. The Drudicon moving to the front would imply they don't have the Cyrus, yeah? Oh, golly, that's checkmate. Burst energy advantage is pretty good for them. Ooh, this is not a great hand. Drudicon opener is ideal for us. I want to draw 2 basic Pokemon here, which means I want to research before I Pokeball, because if I wait to pull a basic out of my deck, my research is more likely to draw a basic. I'm also not doing anything this turn, so I think I wait on the Pokeball. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on the Pokeball because it makes it more likely I draw a basic next turn, and every basic I draw out of my deck makes it more likely that this Pokeball finds Manaphy. So the sequence we're looking to avoid here is Kangaskhan, Leaf, double heads is the scary permutation. Manaphy to me! Oh. I need this to not be a fire under here. This next 50-50 on their energy is a big deal. Oh. I think that's the whole game, honestly. I need to draw a basic. Okay, I need them to not have Greninja Cyrus. I need them to not have Greninja Cyrus. So maybe this means they don't have it, and this gives them an extra window to draw one of their 2 Cyrus next turn. Which is an interesting decision point not attacking here. Okay, no Cyrus and the attack. I think that's Giddy Up good to go. With the Dawn here. We needed a combination of things to break our way here, and I think they've now broken our way. Is there any reason to put the cape on this turn? I don't think so. I don't think so. No? No. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah! No, wait. No, we're good? No, we're good, right? No, they could do 80. I forgot about the double 40. Oh, no, I needed to put the cape on! Oh, no! Actually, I think we're dead. We're dead anyways, right? We're dead anyways to the double heads. We're dead to the double heads anyways because I can't kill the Greninja. So I know I die this turn to double heads, but it actually doesn't matter because I'm checkmated. Wait, is that checkmate anyways with the Oh god, the Kanga heads. Yeah, I need 2 turns to go. I think we might be checkmated anyways with these Rocky helmets. Yeah, we're actually 0% now, yeah? I'm actually dead on board. It's really impressive how close this game was, given how bad our start was and how good their start was. Yeah, I needed double. If they'd have hit double tails, yeah. So I could gain 20. For people that don't understand why it's checkmate, I could gain 20, but then I go back down to 30, and then they can flop for 10 plus Greninja guaranteed. So I needed Mana Fee that game, right? Or I needed them to brick on the fire energy. So I either needed Mana Fee on my opener, which we had a bunch of looks and missed it, or I needed them to have 3 of the same energy type so the Druddigon couldn't attack, because the Druddigon being able to attack on curve with first energy advantage. That's the other thing too, right? Or I needed the energy advantage. Like so many things had to break their way for that. And they had to have double Rocky helmet. And that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could like be like, we could add a potion, but like walk down the list of how many things had to break their way to win that game. And it's like, that's probably a fine matchup. It was 1 in 6 there for the communication to hit my only other non-basic. Oh, they have first energy advantage. Oh, man. This is a good draw. We'll see what their draw is. Maybe they won't have their Moltres right away. Copium. Nobody is as unlucky as us, unfortunately. Is the 4 basic deck going to get punished? Is the deck with only 4 basics actually going to get punished? They could just have Charmeleon Charizard on curve and give us a hard time, though, yeah? Justice is pending, yep. Could be just us in here still. They have 2 potions and a cape. They could have evolutions. They have a second research. Oh, man. Now, good news here. Our cape means that we live the Fire Claws next turn. And there's no Sabrinas to pull our Yanma up. Okay. And next turn, I can retreat with Lumineon, Yanmega, Dawn the energy up. This says how much damage on it? 60? So if they have Charizard, we're clearing Charizard here. For everybody that's telling me I could have won with Lumineon, mods, please time them out. They're dead if they don't have a potion. They need a potion or a cape. Oh, they drew the Moltres, yep. That complicates things. No energy to Dawn. The Lumineon retreats for free. We need to pressure the Charizard, because if they have a potion or anything, this lives a Yanmega hit. So I think we just try and run it down in 3, yeah? Am I supposed to play out another thing here? No, they can't kill this turn. And they have no Sabrinas and no red cards. This is one of those spots where if you're playing this in a non-open decklist setting, you'd play out another bench Pokemon to play around a Sabrina. But they can't one-shot this, so we're just chilling. And they need second potion and cape to not have this die in 2 to Lumineon. I would bet this matchup is bad for us. If you said, Jeff, who do you think this matchup favors? I would say them every time. Yeah, holding my cards conceals information about the context of my hand. Now, we'll play this out because it builds towards the second one of these. There's a good chance they have the other Charizard line in their hand. And we're in trouble here still. I think I'm supposed to clear this with the other Lumineon. It's close, though. I can kind of clear that at any point, except if they have Potion and the other one. I could also be right to just tap this for 120 this turn. And then they put this up, and then I clear, and they'd clear back. It's really close. I think it's this. I'm running out of time. I think I need to just take this off the table. I'd have kept the video. I have Yanma that can attack for 20 for 1 at any point here. I think... Okay, so this is almost checkmate. This is almost checkmate if they don't have Potion and Cape. If they don't have Potion and Cape, the Lumineon runs down the Moltres next turn. So they have four cards in their deck. And they've already played 1 potion, and they have 2 potions and a cape. So they need both of their other sustained cards. Oh, and they need Charizard. That's true. They need Charizard as well, because they need to put this up and not They also need Charizard to not just be dead to the Yanmega attack, yeah? Oh my goodness. That's guaranteed to be Charizard, yeah? They're putting the other Moltres in and getting the Charizard out. But the Charizard can't kill us this turn. It doesn't have 4 energy. So I can put Lumineon up and hit the Moltres for 50. They don't have any copies of Dawn. Yeah, they would have needed a Dawn. They had the 3-card combo and we're still good. This is checkmate. Because we have 2 Lumineon. This matchup has got to be terrible for us. Like, we had to bob and weave so much to get this one. It was very satisfying. This deck is exactly my stuff. I love Lumineon is my favorite pocket card, chat. I love these decks. I don't know if this deck is good, but like that's just like such incredibly satisfying gameplay. Love it.